Welcome to Let's Learn Jurassic World Evolution.
As you can see, the weather on this island can be a little temperamental. First thing you're going to want to do is fix any damage this storm has caused. You should use a ranger team to get the park operational again. Oh, and don't forget to close any emergency shelters when it's safe to do so. Guests won't spend their hard-earned dollars huddled in a bunker underground, will they? That must have been quite the storm.
Okay, so the bad news is...
weather is often a precursor to bad behavior from the dinosaurs. If you believe that everything is connected, the so-called butterfly effect, and I do believe it, by the way, then one small change is all it takes to create a series of toppling dominoes leading to rampaging dinosaurs. And they don't make a butterfly net big enough to stop them.
Uh-oh, that looks expensive. You should get that fixed, and soon. A ranger team is equipped for that.
Okay, so we're starting our new island, Isla Muerta, and of course we come right into a huge tropical storm. It's done a bunch of damage. And you'll notice that while those guys were talking to us, we've got two ways to fix things, basically. You can fix them with your ranger team, or you can fix them with your construction crews, because our construction crews are very efficient, and they cost a little money, but they get the job done. So this ranger station had no power, so our rangers were useless. So to address that problem, I deleted the substation right here that was damaged and rebuilt it, and that gave him power at the ranger station, and now the ranger station can function. And we do have a closed shelter which we can open, but I don't think we don't have any guests yet because we don't have any dinosaurs. So let's see what we do have. We have two creation labs that run off into two separate pads, and there's lots of ways we can use this. And we've got this nice big area right in here that we can use to put in some hotels or some additional paddocks or whatever we want to do. It looks like it might be a good idea to use this area up in here for ACU and for research and fossils and what have you. So what we want to do, we've got $2 million. We need guests first. That's the first thing we need. So let us I think what we'll do is use this side for carnivores, this side for herbivores to start with. And we want the best dinosaur that we can pop out there right off the bat. So that's going to be this dude here, this Ceratosaurus. And we're going to see if we can pump him up a little bit. Okay, he's already got the savanna pattern. He's got all the resilience, and that's all you can get. That's the best we can get, but we can get 108 out of that one dinosaur. 68% is pretty good, and I don't think that we have any research for upgrades yet. Oh, we do. I take that back. We're going to make sure that our money is well spent. We're going to put 3 success rate 1.0s on here. Each one adds 10% to our success. So now, this dinosaur... This Ceratosaurus is going to be 98% chance of success. So that's a gamble we can take. So now we're going to build a Ceratosaurus. That will help us a ton with our income, our ratings right off the bat. And over here, we're going to look at probably the best we can get is the Triceratops. Now the Angusaurus isn't bad either. Okay, so we want to get... Well, we can get this guy out really fast. Let's see if there's anything for the Struthiomimus that we can add to it. Nope, we've got him as modded as we can get him. So let's get one of those out there, and let's get a T-Rex, or a Triceratops, excuse me, and see if there's any changes we can make to him. We can upgrade him a lot by giving him these cosmetic changes are huge. They give you a 25% bump in the rating. That's huge. So let's see what we got here. tooth hardness, intuitive learning, skin toughness, intensive repair. Okay, that's as high as we can get him. He's 58 plus we got 30, so he'll be didn't I? Oh, I didn't make the changes on this one. Whoops. I want to put the success on this one as well. We can release our Struthiomimus. And I'm not going to bother to watch the whole thing. And then we're going to get out here and get ourselves a Triceratops, which would be at 88% chance. That's good. And while we're at that, let's see what we can do about getting an Edmontosaurus. What's our highest? Ah, this guy. The Hyangosaurus. Oh, we can give him a skin pattern now. Beautiful. Some defense upgrades, and that's all we've got. So he'll be at 95%. Excellent. We'll get him out there. No, that's 2. And let's just make sure we've got everything ready. All right, we're looking good in our park. We don't have a lot of power left, but that's all right. We've even got our viewing gallery set up. And we're somehow, we're making money because we've got our one little dinosaur out here. And while we're thinking and we got the money, let's go ahead and get a feeding pen for him and a live bait feeder for our Ceratosaurus. And this extra fence right here is worthless, and we might as well, we're going to run more. We would like the bigger area for our herbivores. So here we go. We can get a Triceratops out there. Got 185 left. Well, now we can get the Ceratosaurus out there.
I see you've hatched a Triceratops.
And the
Might be cute
Hyangosaurus.
now, but that's only going to last for about a week.
Make sure these guys are happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome the Ceratosaurus to the park.
Okay, barely enough grassland, but he's okay. He's happy in his environment, so this is a good place for him. So he's happy. The Hyangosaurus is happy. T-Tops is happy. He's happy. Everybody's happy. Isn't this lovely? And we've got our income up to 43 grand right off the bat, so that's good. Now we need some more power to put in some satisfaction. We'd like to have an asset containment unit just in case we have a problem. Oh, and we do have storms here. We know that. And we did get our storm protection from the last, as a reward, over Montanceros, one of the things we did. So let's get it so that it protects as many of the buildings as we can. And I think we're going to need a little more power to make that work. we go. So now we've got our initial storm protection, including protecting our ranger station, which is important. And what are we looking like? Let's see if we can get this Dracorex or Dracorex, however you're supposed to say it. That's all we can do to him. Okay, we need 2 of these Dracoris or Dracorex, and they have 202. We need 400 grand, so we're going to wait and make them together, so we don't have any issues with that. We'll just be conservative and wait until we have them.
I suggest you consider taking this contract.
I think I will.
I know they're looking for ways
An
to
interesting
control
thing,
the
when they
dinosaurs
offer you
in the
one, you can
security
take it.
division. Maybe
But
this
you
new
can also
genome helps with
request
that.
another one, which
But
I should have
instead
done
of control,
already.
These animals need is understanding. Trust and respect is a two-way street.
Take the
So
contract
since we've got one security,
I
we'll
have a
just
feeling
focus
it'll
on
be worth it
security.
in the long run
150,000
for
in
both of
income.
us.
Now we have to wait a minute before we can request another one, but I hope you followed that. We can see if they offer one, you can take it, but that doesn't keep you from getting another one. So we want to get our income up, and we want to get, as soon as we can afford it, we want to get our fossil center and our expedition center and our ACU and our research center. We got a lot of work to do, and we want that research center because each item, when you put in a new research center, it opens up new research for you by having more research centers. Some of them require X number of research centers. So now our income's doing pretty well. So we should be able to incubate one of those and incubate another one at a high probability of success. And as soon as we can afford it, we'll get some food. These people are hungry. We'll get some food in here. We'll get some shopping. Get our satisfaction up a little bit. Monitor the capacity to see when we need to put in a hotel. Ah, already? Yeah. We already need a hotel. We're getting people in a hurry. So what I'd like to do, I think, is run our carnivores from here and out through here. Make this our main herbivore paddock. We're going to probably have a small paddock for the tank. I call them the tank dinosaurs. See what I mean in a bit. Let's watch this first little guy come out here. So the Dracorex, that's what she called it. Looks like he likes his environment. Once he gets his friend out there, she needs a friend. Oh, come on out. We still have the Hyangosaur and the Monosaurus that we can put out there as well. Okay, that's bumped up as high as it can go right now. 95%, too expensive. So we'll wait just a moment till we get 283 and we'll put a Hyangosaurus out there. Then we'll put out an Edmontosaurus, and then we'll have dinosaurs, and then we'll turn to fixing up our park a little bit. Here we go. So everybody's happy. Now with these storms coming, we definitely want to get an ACU up. That'll be our next step. Once we get this Hyangosaurus out here, I'll take back. We'll wait on the Edmontosaurus, go ahead and save up the money and get the ACU. Only because if a storm hits and let's see what kind of fences we have here. Yeah, we've just got the light steel fence. So if the storm hit and this CRT got a little excited, it would be easy for him to get out and start chomping on people, and we don't want that. That would be less than ideal.
We don't always get offers
We
like
could
this.
probably ask for another
Consider it
contract.
carefully.
Yep, we'll take that. Good.
We are pleased to welcome a Hyangosaurus to the park.
So the Hyangosaurus likes his environment. He's saying, T-Tops is saying hi to him, saying, get out of my way. So now we're looking better. Income is quickly up to almost 100, so we're looking good there. And we've got one more dinosaur we could get out if we wanted to be, yeah, why not? One more available to us. Bump him up as best we can. Her up, I should say. And I'll just apologize once and say there will be times when I call these dinosaurs him. I can't help it. I know they're all supposed to be female, and I'll try to be good about that. But honestly, it's not the world's biggest deal to me. So if I fail to identify the proper gender, just forgive me. Or don't. It's your choice. Okay, so now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 dinosaurs, 6 species. One more coming out will give us 8 with 7 species. And that should give us a pretty decent start. We're close to okay variety. Yeah, we're looking pretty good here. We've got our star of the sword, the Ceratosaurus, with 108, which is pretty decent for this early in the game. And once this guy, now again, what we're waiting on now is enough money to put in our ACU. Just to be conservative, make sure we don't have a disaster on our hands that we can't do anything about. Now you see that profit 99. It says income 114. So keep in mind that's exactly what they mean. You can see here on our, we're making profit of 99, but our income is 114 from ticket sales. So this is the 114 minus what we're using up in power is what gives us our profit per minute right now. So our only cost right now is power. Now we will have costs as we take the Rangers out and resupply these the feeders and that kind of stuff. But right now our only expense is the power that we're using to run everything. And I would love, well, actually our storm protection is pretty good because we've already got that protected with yeah, we've got our protection over here and we've got protection over here. It even touches this, I think. Yes, it does. So we've actually got all of our buildings have storm protection right now, so that's a good thing because we will have storms on this island, and they will matter. And we've got shelter for everything, you know, where people would really want to go. So we're good there. Visibility is 86%, that's good. So we've got some hungry folks we'd like to feed, but once we get down in ACU, we'll think about stuff like that. Again, I think I'm going to make this little area right in here Fossil Center, Research Center, Expedition Center, and ACU. Try to put hotel in this area with some services, get some services out here to these two sites, and that'll give us our kind of our basic start. And we won't have to worry about transportation so much because this will all be right here. Our transportation rating, 58. That's not that great because of the walk over to here, but we'll work on that later. Now, do we have the power? We only have 7 available. We need 10, so we're going to bump this guy up again. Now we are probably going to have the potential for outages by doing this. Let's get our ACU in here. I gotta get just right. There we go. That's a good spot for it. Make sure it has path. It has power coming from that substation. So now we have an ACU, so we can breathe a little sigh of relief. We're ready with Rangers and ACU if we have problems. And we're going to want to upgrade this fence for sure, because it's going to have more than just this Ceratosaurus in it. Oh, we've got our Edmontosaurus ready to come on out. Let's see how she looks with her spiffy upgrades.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an Edmontosaurus to the park. And the Edmontosaurus is perfectly happy, so good deal. Got her income over 100 already, so that's a good start. Now we're going to need another power station
And after that, we can start adding our fossils, expeditions, and research. And it's important that we get our research because now that we have a new island, there could be new diseases that could hit us. And it's important that we get that research done and are able to combat those diseases. And I think what I'd like to do, we just don't have any money right now. Oh, sure we do. All right, let's get some food. It would be great if we could get 2 buildings in here. I think we can. And you know what? I forgot about the power. But here's what we can do for the power. We'll deactivate these because we're not really using them right now. And that should give us, yeah, that gives us plenty of power to work with. And what I'd love to be able to do, don't know if it'll work, but I'd love to be able to put a clothes shop here in the middle. Oh, it will. Okay, I'm not crazy about the aesthetics of that arrangement, but I have to say that from I'm pretty happy about it from a demand satisfaction point of view, because I think we can get business for both of these into these 2 shops. I'm hoping that's the plan. Maybe a hotel right in here that will also use them, and that would be good. And everything's near the shelter. Perfect. So he's already maxed out. So let's add some staff. Beautiful. And let's see, money-wise. We'll bump the prices here for a little bit, make some more money, and we'll think about lowering the prices later. Now, we don't quite have the reach for our power to get this guy. And I guess we're just going to have to put one out here just for him. A substation, I mean. And he's got a pretty good...
Met the objectives and secured a victory. I was expecting no less.
Okay, so now we've got... Let's see how we're looking here. We're getting some pretty good satisfaction here. All right. All right, we need a power station first. Okay, so now we'll get some more power going. And just because I hate running these things off, we're going to turn these things back on. There we go. And once that's finished, we'll have the power we need. Notice how the power goes down here and it comes out to the last building that needs it, and it comes up short, and that's our ACU, but it'll be powered here in just a moment when this small power station finishes construction. All right, we're up to 153,000, so we're doing well on our money. Everything's powered, everything's good. Now we really need that research center to get our vaccinations. That's the conservative approach. The aggressive approach would be get fossils and expedition center. We're going to go conservative and put in a research center over here. And let's see, what's our power look like? Yeah, over here somewhere. And then our last two buildings along here some way. Last two meaning Expedition Center and the Fossil Center. Oh, poor capacity. We already need a hotel. They're $750,000. It'll have to wait a little bit. Okay, I take back one thing I said. We'll put the Fossil Center before the Research Center. The reason being that I can get, if there's any fossils in there, I don't even remember if there are. I think we had a expedition going out from Montancheros. If they have any fossils, we're going to get it into power right there. Then we can get some funds from that. Or even just get another dinosaur, which would be great to have another breed that we could hatch here, because we've got all these out there. We'd love to pick up some of these new ones. And this is where we could, if we wanted to, we could go back to Montanceros and send out, now that we've got well, once we build a research center especially, we could go back to Montanceros where we've got lots of money coming in, do all our critical research, and then come back here. That would be a really easy way to do this, and actually not exactly a stupid way either. But let's see what we can do to stay there. Okay, we got nothing. And the other thing we could do, of course, if we felt like jumping, we could go out to Montanceros, send off an expedition, then come back here.
I know you've handled work like this in the past, so this contract should be right up your alley.
We need to keep looking for other dinosaurs we may be able to domesticate. Well, more accurately, put on the road to domestication. The way we'll be able to control them is by letting them control themselves. Their natural hierarchy.
So carnivore,
we need more samples.
Genome, okay.
This expedition can help.
So all right, so specifically, if you look at these, we've got an expedition for carnivore, complete expeditions, and new genome. So we're going to go out and target Velociraptor, Dilophosaurus or Deinonychus, whichever one we can get. Those three are our small carnivores, and believe it or not, we can toss those in here with this Ceratosaurus. They'll be perfectly happy, and in fact we can go back to Montoceros and toss them in there as well. So all we need is an expedition center. How's our power? Power is great. So let's get an expedition center going. Actually, let's put it out this way in case we can use that space in there for some services or whatever. And we still need our research center. But if we can complete some of these, that'll help fund the research center if we don't already have it funded by the time. So now let's send some folks out to look for a nice small carnivore. We got a storm coming in. Here's Dilophosaur, Velociraptor. I like Velociraptor. Okay. Let's get back and get these people into safety here. Okay, folks, you get to safety and let's see what happens with this storm. Now, if we had the money, it would not kill us to upgrade all of this. Okay, we've damaged a viewing gallery. And the fossil center, but not the worst damage I've ever seen. He's hanging in there. Well, these guys are hanging in there. The herbivores typically aren't horrible in storms. It's the carnivores that get frisky. But the Ceratosaurus is such a calm one. He's just a beautiful thing, really. I think I see a spot I missed for my electrification here.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I knew you were the right person for the job.
There we go. All right,
Bottom line,
storm is over.
I couldn't have done it any better. Thanks.
Got by pretty easy on that one.
It takes a special kind of person to do this job and do it well. The security division is rewarding you because on Isla Muerta, you are clearly that person.
So there we got a bunch of money. We got some new stuff coming up. Beautiful, beautiful. So now we'll get our research center in here. As soon as we can find some suitable place to put it. substation is in the way. What do I do about this? I rather stubbornly want it to fit in this area because that was the plan. And the plan's more important than doing what makes sense. Okay. Terrain constraints. Let's see if we can't level that ground out a little bit. One of you folks will have to teach me how to do this terrain modification. I'm just terrible at it. I mentioned that one in a Machinki video as well. I absolutely suck at this. Okay, I think it needs to go down here. That substation needs to move. All right, let's see if this will work. All right, I give up. I give up. What's wrong with our fossil center? Power. Oh, I moved this too far over, didn't I? Yeah. Need a little more power. Shucks. Okay, there you see we got new research options. First thing we want to do is our medical treatments. And now we can actually do a hotel. So let's see. One, two, probably three. Good, good, good. So I'd love to be able to get one. Here. Path so live. So let's get that other medical work done.
If you're
okay,
interested.
once we get that done, now I feel a lot better as far as okay, we're missing power. What's the deal here? We're down 8. Okay. Now we may have to expand this a little bit, or well, maybe take out some water. That would work. All right, good. We've got our research done on our 2 antidotes. That's excellent. Let's see if we can get some power upgrades. Ouch, it's expensive.
There's a new contract that I want you to consider.
We're almost there with our science dude, so let's get another one from him. Okay, that's a good one. That's one of those you don't have to do anything, just wait for the clock to tick. Okay, we're looking okay. Okay, we got our 300. Let's go out and research. What's our building we could get? Oh, the monorail. Yeah, we definitely want that as soon as we can get it, but it's $2 million bucks, so we're gonna wait a while till we have a much stronger economy to get that. I would like this. That's $2 million. Ouch, that's expensive too. Heavy steel fences would be nice because they would save you the power. They're more powerful, and you don't need the power, the electricity for them. That's tempting. Okay, there's a good one. There's one one of those self-funding ones. Meaning we got a lot of stuff we could sell out of that deal.
When another contract comes up, I'm turning to you first.
Okay, facilities are looking great. We just need dinosaurs.
I've got a unique and challenging opportunity. Be warned, though. This one may get a little rough.
Okay, we got Velociraptor.
But then no one said this job was always going to be pretty, right?
Okay, here's our science project.
Up for the challenge, I see.
Mission.
Good. This task is going to test your skills and your will. See, we're setting up a situation in which we will have dinosaurs in competition. Kinetic action.
Dilophosaur
like it happens in
and
nature.
Velociraptor.
Survival of the fittest.
All right, so we built up Isla Muerta into good shape. We're off to a good start, and now we're going to tackle our first mission, the security mission, and we will deal with that in our next episode. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it adds to your enjoyment of the game, and I hope you'll join us for our next Jurassic World Evolution video. Thank you.